Hi guys, welcome back to Just Ans. It's been quite a few months since I've uploaded a video, and yeah, but I've seen people are still subscribing to my channel, which I'm very happy about. So I got a few finds, I got a few stuff, and I got this thing here. So this was my DJI. See if it's gonna. So this is my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Amazing camera. So DJI apparently going to be released the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. So I don't know if I'll upgrade. But if I have a rule in terms of buying gears, always buy gears like from last year, right? So buy gear like a season after they came out because there are not much incremental changes to be. It's little. Canon released the R6 Mark III, which I think that's the big bump from the R6 Mark II. And they also released the C50, which are really, really good camera. And I think Canon is getting his groove back. So buy gear from the last season, but the C50 is literally a new camera on its own. It's not even the R5C or even like the C70. So it's a new camera. It's definitely a new kind of camera for Canon because they're going for that FX3 type of body. So this is something that I wanted to talk about because I've been planning to upgrade my camera for a really, really long time. I think the last time I bought a camera body was in 2023. That was the XT2. It was sort of an upgrade. I thought it would be an upgrade, but it wasn't really what I needed it for. I still use it for like videos. It works really well with like a native Fuji lens, but with an adapter, it's wonky. So I don't use it much with an adapter. I am using it now with an adapter with the Tamron 11 to 16. As you can see, this is like my super wide angle lens. But with an adapter, it's not really the best. I wanted to upgrade to the Fuji XM5, but just for the type of work that I am planning to do next year, I don't think it's really what I want. I don't want to stay in like a crop sensor body. No, let me not say it's a crop sensor body. I don't want to stay in Fuji autofocus system. I can get the XS2, but it's close to the same price as the Sony A7 IV now. Another thing about the Sony, first, for example, is the brand name has such big impact here in South Africa that I just feel like I cannot not have it for the price that it's going for right now in South Africa. So they've had a big discount, and I think that's because of the Sony A7 V. And I was looking at the two cameras and I was checking out the reviews. There isn't much difference. There is a difference, but it's very, very little. It's maybe 10% better camera than your Sony A7 IV. So definitely, I thought about it. I'm like, okay, cool. Should I pull the plug now on the Sony A7 IV? The plan is to get it by somewhere around March next year. But if everything goes well and according to plan, could get it earlier. So that would be amazing. I'll do a review about it and I'll talk about it as well. But now, just what I want to talk about, it's the DJI Osmo Pocket. So I have the DJI, this is the creator combo that comes with everything. Never even have peeled the paper here in front. Let's peel it up. Amazing peel. It's out. So there we go, like the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I've used this camera for two main events so far. Two, and some behind the scene, one behind the scene that I haven't posted because I did an interview and I actually haven't had the time to edit it and post it. So this camera is amazing, and it's a lot of things that I always find very frustrating with shooting in general. The setup time, especially when it comes to things that in my regard, that things that I have to do to get a shot. It's so quick at setting up that is just insane. But if on flick of a button, 2 seconds, you are up, ready to shoot. Selfie mode, or if you want, you can shoot there. So this is my behind the scene. This is actually the setup that I use for YouTube. I got my lights there that literally just bounces off. And I have my camera, this is my Fuji, and I have it on a zip-on pan and tilt head that just allow me to pan and tilt my camera without having to like fiddle with the thing. So it's connected to its HDMI, goes straight into like my computer. There I have OBS, and yeah, so I have my microphone here. There's so many things on my table. It's a mess, yeah. So I have my camera because I was my lens here because I was talking about this camera, this lens in another video. So basically, that's how I do my setup. So now with the DJI, all of this could actually disappear if I want to. And it's just on the palm of my hand. Literally, it's on the palm of my hand. And I still have this hardware and free. I have the microphone here. If I want to, I could actually also use it. But the DJI microphone is also superb. That's one thing that I've also tested. So, sorry about that. So, the friction is gone. And I can shoot in so many picture profile, HG, DM log, and the color really good. And it's 10-bit video. 10 bits in this size at this price point is amazing. That's the main reason why I got this, because it's just such a good, tiny little camera, and it's great. It is great. So there's not much actually we can talk about this, especially bad things, because for somebody who create content and who's able to like edit on the computer, it is a perfect camera. But also for somebody who doesn't edit on the computer, that definitely could also be a problem. That's one thing that a lot of people and even the person I bought this DJI from is somebody who does all of her stuff on their phone. And the DJI was just sitting there and like, okay, cool. I mean, let me just get it and, like compensate you for that. That was really one of the best moves, and business-wise, really good for me. And yeah, I'll definitely come up with a little bit more stuff for it. I still have to buy ND filter for it. I still have to buy a few accessories like a car mount, especially a car mount, because I want to be using it, especially when I'm in the car, because I think that's where it really, because if I have an idea that I can just talk about quickly when I'm in my car, when I'm going to a shoot, I can just whip it up, talk about it, and that's good. And the fact that it has no record limit, because all of the camera that I have a record limit, 30 minutes, so forth and so on. So especially for long format stuff, when I'm doing, for example, the wedding, I have this running on and on and on and on for like 2 or 3 hours straight. Sometimes, no, I haven't had it for 2 hours straight, but it runs for a really time. So it allows me to have like that continuity shot. Then stuff on my gimbal could just be like pickup shots of somebody, like, for example, walking in to make a speech. I can have that at the beginning of the speech and maybe the end of the speech. So that's what I do. And then the DJI will be there and get everything in between, like all the shot. And then when I come home, sync it, cut. Then I have like a whole 2 hours videos, and with like 70% of it on the DJI, and then important pickup shot with like the main camera. So that's the main reason why I actually bought a DJI, because it allows me to have everything. And generally clients, they don't really mind the quality when it comes to like long format video. Obviously on the short format one, I8 reels and stuff like that, I'll give them like really looking videos, shot like if they're fulfilled and everything like that. But when it comes to like the memory and what people spoke about and what people said, I get that on the DJI, and it really works really well. And yeah, that's also one of the main reasons why I also want to change this camera to move to a Sony a7 IV, because with the Sony a7 IV, battery life is definitely better in charge, right? Type-C, and I want to have everything actually Type-C compatible, because it just makes so much sense to have one cable to charge all of your devices. So what I do with the DJI when it runs out of power, I have the extension battery with me here, but I also use a power bank, connect it, put it on the tripod. I have a special tripod for this that I bought that's very light, and it allows me just to have it, and it runs for like the whole event, which is amazing. So that's how you can actually use the DJI professionally, to be honest. And it's good for like short pickup shots. So I know there's this creator, Cholet, yeah, who actually even had partnership with DJI, where he talks about how he uses his DJI Osmo Pocket. And that's something that I'll be implementing a lot. It's like small bits and pieces, shots that really just enhance your storytelling as well. So don't want this video to go any longer than it is already. That's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.